Alright guys, for this video we're going to talk about how to find a digital calculator on your computer. So what you're going to start by doing is clicking this little window down here at the bottom. If you are using a Windows computer, and you are just going to scroll down to C, and you're going to find calculator. If you click on it, you'll open your calculator. Now mine is already set to scientific, but a lot of them are going to be set to standard to begin with. Now standard is useful for a lot of quick little equations, but it doesn't really help us out with some of the more important ones. So let's go ahead and click on this, and we can go to scientific, programmer, data calculation, and that's pretty much it. Now for me, scientific is going to be good for just about anything I need to do in algebra. And for a lot of these problems, we're going to need to do exponentials. So let's go ahead and actually make this a little bit bigger so it takes up most of the screen. And we can just take, let's say if we wanted to find out like an exponential function, let's say we want to take 5 to the power of 3. Well, we know how to type in 5, that's easy, but we don't necessarily know what buttons to press for exponential. Now, if you are using this calculator, the exact same one as me, you're going to look for the x to the power of y. This is just an easy way for you to do an exponent. So let's do x to the power of y. And you'll see up here 5 with a little rooftop. And what that rooftop insinuates is that we are doing an exponential. So let's say we want to do 5 to the power of 3. Well, we already have our 5. We've already said to the power of by doing this x to the y button. And if we type in a 3 and hit enter, we get 125. And this is because 5 to the power of 3 is 125, or 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Let's say you want to just use your keyboard though and not actually have to type any buttons. Well, we can clear this out, and if you take the number 5 on your keyboard and press it, it's going to appear right here. Now in order to do this x to the y button without actually hitting it, all you have to do is hit Shift 6. And if you look on your 6 key on your calculator, you're going to find that little rooftop on there. So I'm going to hit Shift, and there's that rooftop right there as well. Again, the last button would just be to hit 3, hit enter, and we still get 125. Now, some of you maybe don't use a Windows computer, or maybe you're using your phone. Another method you can do these calculations on is using Desmos, which we've tried a couple of times. So let me go ahead and open a brand new window. And I'm just going to type in Desmos. Now you can see I actually use it quite often, so it's here in my little results. But I'm just going to type it in Desmos. And if I hit enter, it's going to open right up. For some of you, you might have to Google search it. So let's just type in Desmos, and look, it's going to be the very first one. Now I click on graphing calculator. You can also hit scientific, which will be very similar to what we just worked with. And here's all the stuff again. Again, if we wanted to use an exponential, we have the a to the power of b for this one, not a to the power, or x to the power of y, or y to the power of x. And if we just want to hit 5 to the power of 3, there it is. And our answer is listed over here on the right. Let's say we wanted to open up a graphing calculator though. Again, we want to do 5 to the power of 3. So we take 5, again hit Shift 6. That's going to give us up here for the exponent, power of 3, and there's your answer at 125. So hopefully this helps you guys out on helping you to decide which calculator to use. You are going to need to use a calculator for just about everything we do moving forward, and hopefully if you don't have an actual physical one to work with, you can use any of these options on your computer, on your phone, on your Chromebook, on your laptop, on anything that has access to the internet. And that is going to conclude this video.